Yes, good morning. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait a moment, I'm sharing the screen. Just a moment. I'm facing some difficulty on my laptop. Hello. Yeah, I hope you could see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we have been uh, yeah. So yesterday we have been talking about collision-free protocols, and at the end of that discussion, we have concluded that contention-based protocols works well at lower load, while reservation-based or collision-free protocol works well at higher load. Is it? This is where we stopped, I suppose. This was the last slide, is it? So
Sir.
we expect, yeah, yes, somebody wants to say something. So at the end, we concluded that we are looking for a protocol which is adaptive in nature. It works like a contention-based system at lower load and works like a collision-free system when the load increases. Okay, this is our objective. Look at the first protocol, or this set of protocol is called as limited contention protocol because we are trying to limit the contention trying to transmit. And if more than one station out of this 100 are ready, collisions are bound to happen. Can we divide those 100 stations or computers into groups? Suppose we divide it into two groups, 50-50. 50 in group 1, 50 in group 2. Now, rather than asking all 100 to attempt, can I ask group 1 to attempt? Is it? You can see that the contention has been reduced to half. पहले 100 लोग ट्राई कर रहे थे, 85 लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. Given that only 2 stations were ready, assuming 2 stations were ready out of 100, and one of those stations belongs. If I ask group 1 to transmit, it will be successful because out of 50, only one will try to transmit, and that transmission would be successful. Similarly, once I am done with group 1, I can ask group 2 to contend, and group 2 maybe again there is only one station ready, that station will transmit successfully. Can you see that if I permit all 100, it is contention. If I permit group 1, it is contention, but now the contention has been reduced. Okay, then I am asking group 2 to transmit, again contention has been reduced. और अगर आपको फिर भी group 1 में transmit करने बोला and again it leads to collision, can I divide that group into 2 subgroups of 25 each, suppose? Then I will ask that subgroup 1 to transmit. Is it? अगर more than 1 है तो, and likewise अगर उसमें भी collision होता तो उसके सब group बनाओ 12-12 के या something like this. Keep on doing it till you get one member in the group. And if after successive collisions, अगर आपने ग्रुप 1 एक ग्रुप जिसमें एक ही मेंबर है उसको ट्रांसमिट करने बोला तो द ट्रांसमिशन विल बी सक्सेसफुल 100%, and it is exactly like your collision free system or a reservation based system. Is it? So we'll see that protocol in the next slide, but this is what is the objective. This is the kind of protocol that we are looking at. If I say limited contention protocol, my basic objective is to limit the contention. अगर आपको लग रहा है ट्रैफिक ज्यादा हो रही है, कोलिजन ज्यादा हो रहा है, तो ट्राई टू कंट्रोल द नंबर ऑफ यूजर्स हु आर ट्राइंग टू ट्रांसमिट. Is it? If you do this, surely we can reduce the number of collisions. Is it? And that is the ultimate objective. So the idea is to divide stations into group within which only a very small number are likely to be ready for the transmission. ठीक है, आपने ग्रुप में डिवाइड कर दिया, but not all the member of the group will be ready to transmit. Some of the members from that group will attempt to transmit or will be ready with the packet. Okay. So with this kind of approach, we can avoid wastage due to idle period and the collisions because we will be in a position to reduce the number of collisions. Look at one mathematical expression to show that if we can reduce the contention, we can improve the performance. So assume that there are K stations, is it? K stations who are ready, with P being the probability of transmitting in a specific slot. ठीक है, हमने P persistent में देखा था. In P persistent, P is the probability with which you will transmit in one slot, and with probability 1 minus P, you will not transmit in that slot. Is it? So P is the probability that you will transmit in a given. So what is the probability that only one of the station transmits in that slot? Basically, what is the probability that the transmission is successful in a given slot? समझ में आ रहा है? Objective क्या है? K station और K सारे के सारे station will transmit with probability P and will differ with probability 1 minus P. Is it? So what is the overall probability that only one station will transmit and rest of the stations, that is K minus 1 stations, will differ in that slot? तब जाके transmission successful होगा. Is it? If one station transmits and K minus 1 station does not transmit in that slot, then only the transmission will be successful. Okay. So the probability of success is given by K into P into 1 minus P raised to K minus 1. How? Look at this. I just now mentioned that in order to be successful, one station should transmit with probability P and k minus 1 station should transmit with probability, should not transmit, and that probability is 1 minus p. ये कितने स्टेशन को नहीं ट्रांसमिट करना है? k minus 1, so it would be raised to k minus 1. Is it? 1 minus p raised to k minus 1 is the probability that k minus 1 station will not transmit in that slot, and p is the probability that one station will transmit. Okay, this is how it is. But this is the probability that station number 1 will transmit and 2 to k minus 1 will not transmit. What is the probability that 1, 2, or suppose station number 2 only transmits and rest of the station does not transmit? 3 transmits, rest of the station does not transmit. There are k such probabilities. So this will be k into p into 1 minus p raised to k minus 1. Okay, because look, successful transmission can be by station 1 or by station 2 or by station 3, and you know the rule in probability. Whenever there is or, you need to add. So what is the probability that station 1 will transmit successfully? P into 1 minus p raised to k minus 1, or so plus करो. Station 2 की probability क्या है? Same. Is it? Station 3 की क्या है? Same. How many times? K times. So it is k into p into 1 minus p raised to k minus 1. Is it? This is the probability of success in a slot. To find optimal value of p, which we already discussed in one of the earlier session, given that there are k station, we expect that, like suppose आपको example भी दिया था, अगर 2 station है तो we expect that p persistent का p should be 0.5. Best value of p should be 0.5. अगर 4 station है तो it would be 0.25, and likewise. Effectively, it is 1 upon k. K is the number of ready station. अगर 10 station है तो probability should be 0.01. Is it? And likewise. Then only the transmission success के chances बढ़ेंगे. So it is 1 upon k. अगर mathematically find करना है आपको, to find optimal value of p, differentiate this equation with respect to p and equate it to 0. Solve that equation for the value of p and you will find that value of p is 1 by k. Is it? This is first order differentiation, and this is used to figure out the maxima and minima of an equation. Is it? So you will get 1 by k, where the value of p or value of this probability of success will be maximal when value of p is 1 by k. Substituting p equal to 1 by k in this equation, that is probability of success, ये p into or k into 1 by k, is it? P is replaced by 1 by k. K cancel हो गया, यहाँ पर 1 by k कर दो. So it is effectively k minus 1 upon k raised to k minus 1. Is it? This is the equation. Okay? This is the equation for probability of success. If I plot a graph of probability of success versus k, like suppose probability of success is here, k is here. K यानी कि number of ready station, अगर 0 है तो आपकी probability of success भी 0 होगी because we are not transmitting. If value of k is 1, probability of success will always be 1. K अगर 2 होता तो probability of success will keep on decreasing. Is it? Because number of ready stations are increasing. 3, 4, 5, 6 and likewise. It will be like this. Do you all agree that the probability of success curve will be somewhat like this? If k increases, the probability of success should decrease. K equal to 1 होगा तब आपका probability of success will be maximal because एक ही station ready है, the probability of success has to be 1. 2 हुआ तो थोड़ा कम होगा. Is it? So look at this. This is the graph. Something that I was talking about. Probability of success versus number of ready stations. That is, it is nothing but k. K की value 1 हुई. यहाँ पर suppose it is somewhere close to 1. You can see that the probability of success is 1. अगर 2 हुआ so it is falling to 0.8 or so, 0.6, and likewise. You can see that, but when the value of k reaches 5, it is somewhere close to 0.4, 2, 4, 3 or so, and likewise. But you can see that it is decreasing. Is it? चलो डिक्रीज में बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ वैल्यू ऑफ p, assuming that p equal to 1 by k, बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. But if you do not keep p equal to 1 by k, then this will sharply decrease, somewhat like this. It might reach 0 अगर आपका p constant है तो. If you keep p as dynamic, this is how it will move. Okay? So what can be concluded from this graph is that if यहाँ पर कंटेंशन मिनिमल है, यू कैन सी दैट ओनली वन स्टेशन इज रेडी, इसका मतलब द कंटेंशन इज मिनिमल, द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सक्सेस इज हाई. जैसे ही कंटेंशन बढ़ेगा, यू कैन सी दैट द प्रोबेबिलिटी इज फॉलिंग. इज इट? सो कैन वी से दैट समहाउ वी शुड रिड्यूस द कंटेंशन, कि 25 है उसका हाफ कर दो तो थोड़ी प्रोबेबिलिटी बढ़ेगी, उसका और हाफ करो, समवेयर क्लोज टू 6 और बढ़ेगा, somewhere close to 3, you can see that the probability is increasing. If you could set it to 1, if you could reduce the contention to 1, you can see that you will be able to enjoy the highest possible probability. Okay, and that is our objective. And the ultimate objective in this section is to design a protocol which works like this, by which we can control the contention. Okay, look at the protocol. The protocol name is adaptive tree walk. The example demonstrated here is with 8 stations, but in real adaptive tree walk, we can have any number of stations. Is it? In general, n. Here the example taken is for 8 stations, and these 8 stations are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, these are the 8 stations. Now, these 8 stations are grouped into logical groups. Again, remember, these are logical groups. Group number 4, उसके अंदर A और B है. Group number 5, उसके अंदर C and D है. 6 में E, F है. 7, उसमें G, H है. फर्दर ग्रुप नंबर 2 के अंदर ये दोनों ग्रुप ऐड कर दिए. 4 and 5 ग्रुप्स आर मेंबर ऑफ ग्रुप 2, यानी कि इफेक्टिवली ABCD आर मेंबर ऑफ ग्रुप 2, EFGH आर मेंबर ऑफ ग्रुप 3. Similarly, one more level, group 1, all the members, that is 2 and 3, are member of group 1. Effectively, ABCD, EFGH are all member of group 1. You can see that it is a binary tree. Okay? Binary tree में suppose that levels are numbered. This is level 0, this is level 1, level 2, and this is your level 3. ठीक है? At level 3 we have all the 8 members. अगर आपके 16 stations होंगे तो we can go up to level 4 and likewise. So there will be different number of levels in the binary tree which has been found. ठीक है? Now, to start with, we will ask level 0 to start or level 0 to content. जब आपकी सिस्टम स्टार्ट होती है तो ask level 0 to content. If level 0 contents, which are the stations who will transmit? Is it all 8? All 8, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. They are all permitted to transmit. Is it? Assuming that more than one station is ready out of this 8, what will be the result? Yeah. Yeah. Are we connected?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can somebody respond? If I permit level 0 to transmit, yani ki group 1 to transmit, all 8 will try to transmit because they are all member of that group. Group 1 is permitted and all the member of that group are permitted to transmit. All 8 will attempt to transmit. Assuming that more than one station is ready out of this 8, what will be the result? Collision? We are talking about a specific.
Yes, sir.
In a
Sir, we have
specific
to
slot.
divide them in subgroup.
Yes, but right now, suppose in the first attempt, we'll permit group 1 to transmit. It results into collision. अगर collision होता है, so you are supposed to traverse the tree using DFS, depth first search. Is it? And according to DFS, the next node to be processed is node number 2. आपको depth wise चलना है tree में. Is it? So node number 2 or group number 2 is permitted to attempt. So group number 2 में अब क्या है? ABCD. So now permit only this 4 station to transmit in slot number 2. पहले slot में तो collision हो चुका है. Second slot में we will ensure that the contention is reduced. So can we reduce the contention by permitting group number 2 or moving down the tree? Level 1 पे चले जाओ तो आपका contention reduce होगा. Group 2 is permitted to transmit in slot number 2. Again, given that more than one station out of ABCD is ready. Again collision. Move to next level. DFS इसको बोलते हैं. Is it? Depth search करना है. Depth wise search करना है आपको tree को. So go to node number 4 and permit it. So A और B ही transmit करेंगे third slot में. वहां पर B collision होता है because A and B both are ready suppose. तो आप next level पे जाओगे. It is level 3. वहां सिर्फ A को बोलो now you transmit. Slot number 4 में station A will transmit. What is it? successful transmission होना है because only one station is permitted. What is the level of contention now? One station only is permitted. Can I say that it is exactly like reservation? One station is permitted
Yes,
to
sir.
transmit in a given slot. Is it not reservation? Yes, it is collision-free protocol. Can you see while moving from level 0 to level 3, we are reducing the collision. We are reducing the contention basically. You move at the lowest level in the tree, it is exactly like reservation. Is it? While we are between those levels, the lowest and highest level, it is interim level of congestion. Sorry, contention. Okay? Level 1, level 2, you can see that it is interim level of contention. But basically we are able to control the contention. ठीक है? Suppose अगर यहाँ कोलिजन होता है 2 पे, देन यू परमिट 4 टू ट्रांसमिट, यहाँ कोलिजन नहीं होता, यानी कि ये दोनों में से एक ही रेडी था, जो भी रेडी था वो ट्रांसमिट कर देगा. स्लॉट नंबर 1 कोलिजन, स्लॉट नंबर 2 कोलिजन, स्लॉट नंबर 3 सक्सेसफुल ट्रांसमिशन. ठीक है? नाउ you are supposed to go back to station number or group number 5 and permit group 5 to transmit. अगर वहां पर इन दोनों में से कोई एक स्टेशन रेडी होता है suppose and it is transmitting, then slot number 4 is also success. अगर वहां पर collision होता है तो you are supposed to move down the level, move down the tree. Is it? अगर success होता है तो you are supposed to traverse back and go to this. अब यहाँ 5 हो गया, उसके बाद वापस जाना, यहाँ सारे हो गए, यहाँ सारे हो गए, तो यू मूव टू लेवल 3 ना. वहाँ कोलिजन होता है तो 6 पे जाओ. अगर सक्सेस होता है तो 7 पे जाओ. अगर 6 पे कोलिजन होता है तो नीचे जाना है. अगर कोलिजन नहीं होता है तो यू आर सपोज टू मूव ऑन दिस साइड. ठीक है? दिस इज हाउ द ट्री इज ट्रैवर्स. इज दिस फाइन?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now there is a tweak here. Let's suppose any optimization possible, like given that you have 8 stations and you have a estimate of the number of ready stations. Like आपको पता है there are 8 stations in total. Out of n, that is 8 here, it is known that 4 stations are ready. Somehow you know that number of ready stations, यानी कि number of stations who are willing to transmit are 4. Somehow you know this. We are making an assumption here that number of ready stations are known to you. ठीक है? Known to everybody in fact. सारे स्टेशन को पता है कि टोटल आउट ऑफ 8 स्टेशन 4 स्टेशन को ट्रांसमिट करना है. Somehow by using some kind of system it is known. Do you think that it is advisable to start with level 0?
No, sir.
लेवल 0 से स्टार्ट करोगे तो 4 रेडी है, चारों 4 को आप ट्रांसमिट करने बोलो तो कोलिजन होना ही. Which is the ideal level to start with? Ideally कौन से? और एक चीज, we know that there are 4 stations who are ready, which are ready, and they are uniformly distributed across this 8. This is also one assumption that we are making. They are uniformly distributed. ये 4 है तो चारों 4 ये होंगे, वैसा नहीं है. यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड मतलब एक होगा एक नहीं होगा, एक होगा एक नहीं होगा, एक होगा एक नहीं होगा, एंड लाइकवाइज रफली. ठीक है? सो वी आर अज्यूमिंग दैट दे आर यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड, which is the ideal level to start with. Somebody has suggested level 2. It is correct. Is it? अगर आप level 2 से start करो, यानी कि rather than starting with level 0 and asking 1 to transmit जिसमें collision होगा, then 2 to transmit उसमें collision होगा, then you will move to 4. Why not to ask level 2, यानी कि node number 4 to start directly in the first slot? This is permitted given that 8 में से 4 यानी कि 2 में से 1 रेडी होगा. This is success. Then you will move here. This is also success. Is it? Then you will move here. तो यहाँ कोलिजन होगा, उसके बाद यहाँ सक्सेस और यहाँ सक्सेस, एंड लाइकवाइज. Is it? But you can see that we are able to reduce the number of collisions if we start with an optimal level. Which is the optimal level to start? आपने 2 बता दिया, but how to? Given that number of ready stations are 5 now, which is the ideal level to start with? Yes. Rather than 4, level 3, is it? How you got level 3? It is actually log of number of ready stations. Suppose 5. 4 गिनते suppose पहले. Log of 4 to the base 2. This is the level at which you should start. Log of 4 to the base 2 is 2. So start with level 2. Log of 5 to the base 2 is 2 point something. Is it? 2.x. इसका ceiling ले लो आप. This will give you 3. Suppose I can say that the equation is like this. Log of k, where k is the number of registrations. Ceiling. Is it? This is the ideal level with which we should start. Okay. So the same thing has been explained here. Assume that each node has estimate of registrations q. वो हमने assume कर लिया है. Each node at level I has a fraction of 2 raised to minus I stations under it. Is it? So अगर आप q registration and they are uniformly distributed, then number of registration under a specific node will be 2 raised to minus I into q. ये ideally 1 होना चाहिए. Is it? Number of registration under a specific node should be 1. और इस लेवल पे हमें स्टार्ट करना चाहिए. So it is 2 raised to minus I into q equal to 1, where I is the level number. Is it? So अगर आप इसको सॉल्व करो तो you will get I equal to log of q to the base 2, जो अभी हमने देखा. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. ठीक है. So this was limited contention protocol. One of the protocol we have studied here, it was adaptive tree walk. Okay. Now we'll move to example networks, and 2 example networks will be covered under this topic. We'll be studying Ethernet and we'll be studying wireless LAN. These are the 2 most widely used LANs in the internet. आपने जहाँ पर भी LAN देखा है, it is always Ethernet or wireless LAN. ये 2 ही टाइप के LAN देखे हैं आपने. There are few others, but they are not very widely used. ठीक है. So we'll start with Ethernet first and then we'll move to wireless LAN. Look at the Ethernet types. These are the way the Ethernet has evolved. It has all started with classic Ethernet, जो 3 Mbps से लेकर 10 Mbps तक की स्पीड देता है. 3 to 10 Mbps is something which is supported by classic Ethernet. Switched or fast Ethernet is assumed to be 10 Mbps and 100 Mbps. ठीक है. This is considered to be fast Ethernet. जो टेक्नोलॉजी बदल रही है. Remember, if we are moving from classic Ethernet to switched Ethernet, टेक्नोलॉजी में कोई चेंज होना चाहिए थोड़ा बहुत. Then only you can increase the speed. Then we have gigabit or 10 gigabit Ethernet. It is called as gigabit Ethernet. ठीक है. GBPS Ethernet. These are the 3 different categories. Right now we are into this. फिलहाल हम लोग जो यूज कर रहे हैं Ethernet is it is gigabit Ethernet. 10 gigabit is under research, possibly under testing, but market में आया नहीं है अभी तक 10 gigabit. इतना आपके लैपटॉप या जो भी आप लैन कार्ड देख लो, they are all gigabit LAN cards. कुछ सालों पहले के अगर आपके पास लैपटॉप या डेस्कटॉप है तो यू विल फाइंड दैट इट इज 100 Mbps Ethernet. ठीक है. इट इज कॉल्ड एज फास्ट Ethernet. अपने राउटर हमने पैकेट ट्रेसर में कहीं ना कहीं शायद देखा होगा. तो आप कुछ राउटर में देखेंगे तो इट हैज गीगाबिट पोर्ट, कुछ राउटर में फास्ट Ethernet पोर्ट है. इज इट? फास्ट Ethernet मतलब 100 Mbps. It supports 100 Mbps. So these are the Ethernet variants. और वेरिएंट्स में ऐसा है कि ये पैरेलल काम नहीं कर रहे. पैरेलल इन द सेंस कुछ कंप्यूटर आपके पुराने हैं तो वो ये होंगे, कुछ कंप्यूटर 100 Mbps पे काम कर रहे हैं इन स्पेसिफिक लाइन, कुछ कंप्यूटर गीगाबिट पे, वो चल सकता है. बट अदरवाइज नॉर्मली जैसे ही नई टेक्नोलॉजी आती है पुराना मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बंद हो जाता है. लाइक आप नया लैपटॉप कोई भी खरीदो, यू विल नॉट गेट अ फास्ट Ethernet LAN कार्ड. इट इज बाउंड टू हैव अ गीगाबिट LAN कार्ड. इज इट? एंड लाइकवाइज लुक एट द क्लासिक Ethernet, the first version of Ethernet. It was like this. उसमें जो केबल यूज हो रहा था, this is that cable. It was a coaxial cable. यहाँ पर you can see this end. It is a coaxial cable. Is it? बीच में एक कोर केबल होता है, उसके आजू बाजू में प्लास्टिक का केसिंग आता है. उसके अराउंड you will find that there is a braided mesh. एक जाली टाइप का आता है. Is it? This is how it is. A coaxial cable. So initially the Ethernet was running on coaxial cable. The earlier version of Ethernet, we call it as classic Ethernet. This is that cable which is running in the campus, suppose. आपको LAN बनानी. Whenever you wish to connect a computer, you need to have a connector here. Is it? The connector is somewhat like this. T junction बोलते हैं इसको. So you need to cut this cable और यहाँ T junction लगा दो. so that एक वायर ऐसा भी चलेगा और उसमें से आपको एक आउटपुट भी मिलेगा, and that output will be connected to a computer. One more T junction, one more T junction, and likewise. This is how you can connect your computers. But you can see that we do not have any interconnecting device like a hub or a switch. आजकल जो LAN आ रही है उसमें आपको कहीं भी तो केबल लो और हब और स्विच में डाल दो. Is it? In this classic Ethernet, there was no hub, no switch. ठीक है? And look at the topology. There is a bus topology. This topology is called as bus topology because we have a single cable running, forming a bus. और उस बस पे जितने कंप्यूटर्स को कनेक्ट करना है वो ऐसे ऐसे कनेक्ट होते जाएंगे, बट ओवरऑल द टोपोलॉजी इज लाइक अ बस. ठीक है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज बस टोपोलॉजी. द केबल, कोएक्सियल केबल दैट वी हैव सीन was made up of ether, and that is why the name given to this kind of network was Ethernet. क्योंकि जो केबल यूज हो रहा था ओरिजिनली कोएक्सियल केबल, इट वाज मेड अप ऑफ ईथर. ठीक है, and that is why the name given to this network is Ethernet. ठीक है, so this cable or this media is actually shared. अगर आपको इस कंप्यूटर से इस कंप्यूटर पे भेजना है तो डेटा ट्रेवल्स लाइक दिस, बट यहाँ पर आपके पास कोई तरीका नहीं है कि बोलने का कि उसको सिर्फ बी पे भेजो, इस पे मत भेजो. सो बेसिकली द सिग्नल विल ट्रैवल लाइक दिस. whenever you wish to transmit something from one station, it will travel like this, this, this and this. तो फिर जिस कंप्यूटर के लिए होगा वो रिसीव करेगा, बाकी सारे उसको डिस्कार्ड कर देंगे. बट यू कैन सी दैट दिस इज हाउ ब्रॉडकास्ट ट्रांसमिशन टेक्नोलॉजी हैज स्टार्टेड. आपके पास कोई तरीका नहीं है of saying that you want to transmit only to this computer and the packet should not be forwarded here. Is it? वो करने के लिए आपको कोई ना कोई इंटेलिजेंस चाहिए, वो है नहीं यहाँ पर. ठीक है, that is why you can see that the packet is transmitted to all the stations. Only the station which is the correct destination will receive, rest of the stations will discard that packet. ठीक है, 3 to 10 Mbps speed, it is something which was supported by this kind of Ethernet. Manchester encoding was used at physical layer. I hope you all understand what is Manchester encoding at physical layer. Is it? This is called as a channel coding technique. So it is somewhat like this. This is your bit period. If you wish to transmit 1, rather than 1, your signal will be transmitted like this. Rather than continuous plus 5 volt, you might be transmitting a signal which has a transition in the middle of the bit. अगर आपको 0 भेजना है तो rather than sending -5 volt, you might be sending half of the bit period as -5 volt, rest of the half as +5 volt. Is it? This is called as Manchester encoding. What are the advantages of Manchester encoding? Why do we use Manchester encoding? Can somebody please describe it? कोई तो होगा ना इस क्लास में जिसको पता होगा. DC component problem. Have you heard of it? अब कंटिन्यूस 5 वोल्ट भेजते जाओ.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like suppose I am sending continuous sequence of 1. मुझे 1001 भेजना है. What is the result shape of the signal? It is like this. Continuous plus 5 volt. It leads to DC component problem. It leads to loss of synchronization and likewise, is it? And that is why Manchester encoding will always ensure that the average voltage on the signal on the channel is always 0. +5 -5 +5 -5, क्योंकि कोई भी बिट में आधा +5 या आधा माइनस है. On an average, it will be 0 voltage. So DC component problem नहीं आएगा, is it? And likewise, you already studied so many techniques for solving these issues. Manchester encoding was one of those techniques. ठीक है. Now look at the kind of cables. ये जो केबल था उसमें 3 टाइप के केबल थे. थिक केबल, 2 टाइप एक्चुअली, थिक केबल एंड थिन केबल. थिक केबल की एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स थी कि वो केबल आप 500 मीटर लंबा रख सकते हैं, यहाँ से लेकर 500 मीटर्स. 500 मीटर अगर आपने सपोज यहाँ पर एक स्टेशन है और दूसरा स्टेशन 500 मीटर पे है, दैट इज एट द एंड ऑफ दैट केबल. वॉट एवर सिग्नल यू ट्रांसमिट, सपोज +5 and -5 volt, is it, is high and low voltage level. After traveling 500 meter, the signal gets attenuated to some voltage level, like suppose +1 -1. ठीक है, roughly. So this is the voltage level at which it is difficult to interpret the signal. कि आपने हाई वोल्टेज लेवल भेजा या लो वोल्टेज लेवल, बिकॉज लो वोल्टेज लेवल भेजा, बिकॉज द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस टू इज वेरी लेस नाउ, so it is difficult to interpret the signal. So after traveling 500 मीटर सिग्नल में अटेन्यूएशन ज्यादा होता है, मतलब इस केबल में, सो वहां पर एक लिमिट डाल देगी, यू कैन नॉट हैव अ केबल विच इज मोर देन 500 मीटर्स। ठीक है, अगर आपको इथरनेट उससे भी बड़ा करना है तो आपको एक रिपीटर रखना पड़ेगा। सो हैव अ रिपीटर हियर एंड देन वंस अगेन अ 500 मीटर केबल, रिपीटर रीजनरेट्स द सिग्नल, यानी कि यहाँ पर फिर से +5 -5 हो जाएगा एंड 500 मीटर केबल, उसके बाद फिर एक रिपीटर, फिर से 500 मीटर एंड लाइकवाइज। दिस इज हाउ यू कैन एक्सटेंड योर ईथरनेट। इसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स था तो कि मैक्सिमम केबल लेंथ वाज 500 मीटर्स एंड एवरी सेगमेंट ऑफ 500 मीटर कैन हैव 100 पीसेस। सो आप इस पे 100 कंप्यूटर्स कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं लाइक दिस। ठीक है, so every segment 100 computers, so after one segment you need to have a repeater, one more segment wherein you can have 100 computers and likewise. This is how it is, and because the cable used was slightly thick, मतलब बहुत थोड़ा सा और हार्ड केबल था वो, इट वॉज कॉल्ड एज थिक इथरनेट। एट द सेम टाइम और एक केबल आता था, थिन केबल, तो थोड़ा सा पतला था और फ्लेक्सिबल था, दिस वॉज कॉल्ड एज थिन इथरनेट। उसकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स थी मैक्सिमम सेगमेंट लेंथ ऑफ 185 मीटर्स। सो आफ्टर 185 मीटर यू नीड टू हैव अ रिपीटर, और 185 की जगह पर एक्चुअली उन लोग ने 200 मीटर लिया था, इज इट? So 200 meter. So after 200 meter, you need to have a repeater. Once again, a 200 meter segment, a repeater, 200 meter segment, and a repeater. ठीक है? Every segment can have 30 pieces. So आप यहाँ 30 कंप्यूटर कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. One more segment, once again 30 computers and like this. I hope you are getting it. You might have heard of 10 base 2 and 10 base 5. 10 base ये केबल का टाइप होता है. 10 base 5. While this is 10 base 2. What does it mean? 10 means 10 Mbps. Base means baseband signaling, यानी कि digital transmission. 5 means 5 into 100 is the maximum segment length. ठीक है? So 500 meter is the maximum segment length. This is how you should interpret 10 base 5. 10 base 2 मतलब 10 Mbps baseband signaling, 200 meter is the maximum segment length. ठीक है? So these are kind of cables. Thin cable, thin Ethernet cable है, it is actually 10 base 2. Thick Ethernet cable is 10 base 5. ठीक है, and repeaters can be used to extend the length of Ethernet, वो हमने already देखा. These are your repeaters. So after every segment of maybe 200 meters or 500 meters, you need to have a repeater. Is this fine? These are with the original classic Ethernet. Nowadays, the cable which we are using is called as 10 base T. 10 base T, where T stands for twisted pair. ठीक है, द इथरनेट केबल जो आप लोग यूज कर रहे हैं, कहीं भी आपने देखा है, लैब में देखा है, दिस आर ऑल ट्विस्टेड पेयर्स। इन अ ट्विस्टेड पेयर केबल it has 8 wires with a pair of wires twisted. ठीक है, ये 2 वायर को ट्विस्ट करो, नेक्स्ट 2 को ट्विस्ट करो, फिर नेक्स्ट 2 को ट्विस्ट करो एंड लाइकवाइज. सो देयर आर 4 पेयर्स ऑफ ट्विस्टेड केबल्स. इन टोटल देयर आर 8 केबल्स एंड वो 8 केबल के कलर अलग होते हैं, सो दैट वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई द एंड पॉइंट्स, of which 4 are solid colors: blue, green, brown, and blue, green, brown, and कौन सा है और एक येलो? नो, आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज येलो केबल. रेड नहीं है, ब्राउन होता है, ग्रीन होता है, ब्लू होता है, और एक है, आई फॉरगॉट द फोर्थ कलर. ठीक है, बट 4 सॉलिड कलर एंड 4 स्ट्रिप्स होता है, white and blue, white and green, white and brown, and likewise, is it? And this is how they are paired. So brown and white is paired with solid brown और उनकी twisting होती है, and likewise. Fourth is black. Not sure. Black शायद नहीं है. ठीक है, चलो उससे बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता कौन सा कलर है उससे, बट बेसिकली देर आर 4 कलर्स, solid and 4 strips, white and brown, white and green, white and blue, and likewise. ठीक है, and the number of twists are also different. अब ब्राउन कलर का केबल उठाओ ट्विस्ट वाला, 1 मीटर पे आपको हो सकता है 12 ट्विस्ट मिले। ब्लू वाला उठाओ तो उसके 1 मीटर में आपको हो सकता है 16 ट्विस्ट मिले, एंड लाइकवाइज आई डोंट नो द नंबर, एग्जैक्ट नंबर ऑफ ट्विस्ट, बट द नंबर ऑफ ट्विस्ट आर डिफरेंट. दिस इज एक्चुअली टू लाइक कैंसल द नॉइज एंड लाइकवाइज. उसके पीछे भी टेक्निकल रीजन है, उसके पीछे भी सिग्नल प्रोसेसिंग है. We cannot get into that level of detail, but some signal processing theory affects. उसके basis पे number of twists are decided. ठीक है? So this is something about the Cat5 cable. जो twisted pair है, the और उसमें Cat5 आता है. Cat5 means category 5. यानी कि the channel or the wire which is used, the physical media which is used inside that cable is different. उसकी अमुक specific characteristics है Cat5 में. उसके बाद Cat6 आया. सो जो लेटेस्ट केबल है वो Cat6 है. ठीक है. Cat6 में मटेरियल जो यूज हुआ है, नंबर ऑफ ट्विस्ट एक्सेट्रा माइट बी डिफरेंट, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली द सिग्नल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स व्हिच कैन ट्रैवल थ्रू इट विल बी डिफरेंट. सो द स्पीड सपोर्टेड बाय Cat6 विल बी हायर देन दैट ऑफ Cat5 एंड लाइकवाइज. ठीक है. सो आपका गीगाबिट ईथरनेट है तो आपको Cat6 यूज करना पड़ेगा, एंड लाइकवाइज. आई होप यू आर गेटिंग इट. ठीक है. सो दिस आर ऑल द केबल्स दैट वी कैन यूज इन ईथरनेट. जो लेटेस्ट ईथरनेट हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं, इट इज बेस्ड ऑन 10 बेस टी. 10 बेस टी वाले केबल में, यानी कि ट्विस्टेड पेयर के वाले केबल में क्या होता है, यू हैव अ कंप्यूटर, you have one more computer. In order to interconnect this two, you need to have an interconnecting device like a hub or a switch. Just connect a Cat5 cable or 10 base T cable, 10 base T cable, and like this. This is how we form the Ethernet. Is it? Look at classic Ethernet. Classic Ethernet का MAC protocol, यानी कि उसका फ्रेम फॉर्मेट ये रहा Ethernet का फ्रेम फॉर्मेट. ठीक है. The MAC protocol is one persistent CSMA CD. ठीक है. It uses random backoff. After a collision, you are supposed to compute a random delay and you are supposed to attempt after that time. और वो डिसाइड करता है बाइनरी एक्सपोनेंशियल बैक ऑफ या BEB एल्गोरिथम, वो हम लोग देखेंगे. ठीक है. फ्रेम फॉर्मेट जो हम लोग यूज करने वाले हैं या ईथरनेट में जो यूज हो रहा है वो इस तरह से. लुक एट ईथरनेट. जो ओरिजिनल ईथरनेट था, इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज डिक्स ईथरनेट. इज इट? सो दिस इज योर ईथरनेट फ्रेम फॉर्मेट. द फर्स्ट 8 बाइट्स आर प्रीएम्बल. प्रीएम्बल हमेशा जरूरत पड़ती है सिंक्रोनाइजेशन के लिए. प्रीएम्बल का पैटर्न इस टाइप से सेट होता है सो दैट इट प्रोड्यूसेस अ स्क्वायर वेव. आफ्टर द बिट्स स्ट्रीम इज ट्रांसमिटेड, द रिजल्टेंट सिग्नल शुड बी अ स्क्वायर वेव. दिस विल एनेबल द रिसीवर टू ट्यून इट्स ओन ट्रांसीवर या सिंक्रोनाइज इट्स ट्रांसीवर विद दैट ऑफ द सेंडर. कि आपका सपोज ये बिट विड्थ है, दिस इज द ड्यूरेशन विद इन विच योर 1 बिट इज ट्रांसमिटेड. बट आपको पता तो होना चाहिए ना बिट कहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहा है, कहाँ एंड हो रहा है. So in order to ensure that receiver knows at what time the bit starts, at what time the bit ends, we need preamble to synchronize. ठीक है. Preamble is never counted to be part of the frame. Ideally your frame starts from this point. ठीक है. So frame की length आप काउंट करोगे तो उसमें ये 8 काउंट नहीं होता. ठीक है. याद रखना, preamble कहीं भी काउंट नहीं होता. Not in Ethernet. In any other protocol, most of the protocol uses preamble, but preamble is never counted to be part of the frame. Okay, it is only used for synchronization. Now, as far as frame is concerned, the first field is destination address. It is MAC address or Ethernet address, and we all know that Ethernet address is 48-bit. Okay, it is a 48-bit number. So 6 बाइट चाहिए destination MAC address, 6 बाइट चाहिए source MAC address. Next field is type, 2 bytes. Type indicates what kind of data is carried by the payload field. ये आपका payload field है. Data यानी कि payload. ये अगर IP पैकेट है, इसके अंदर एक IP पैकेट लेके जा रहा है, Ethernet is carrying a IP packet, then type field is set to indicate a IP. Like IP का कोड है suppose 2000. Assume that it is 2000 suppose. ठीक है. IP के लिए value is 2000. So अगर type is set to 2000, it means it is carrying IP packet always. ठीक है. Type is set to 3000 suppose, it means it is carrying a ATM frame suppose. Assume that 3000 is a code fixed for ATM. ठीक है. Similarly, 4000 may be for IPX and likewise. How it helps? So whenever the data is received by receiver, Ethernet or MAC layer on the receiver, it has to process these frames, process these headers, remove it. Everything will be removed. Only the packet field is to be handed over to upper layer. What if upper layer supports, network layer supports IP, ATM as well as IPX simultaneously? वो तीन सपोर्ट करता है, चाहे वो प्रोटोकॉल यूज करो. अब ये तीन प्रोसेस रन हो रहे हैं नेटवर्क लेयर पे. आईपी भी रन हो रहा है, एटीएम का भी प्रोसेस रन हो रहा है, आईपीएक्स का भी रन हो रहा है. अब ये पैकेट किसको हैंड ओवर करोगे? वेदर टू दिस प्रोसेस और दिस प्रोसेस. इट इज डिसाइडेड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस वैल्यूज. समझ में आ रहा है? सो अगर टाइप 2000 था तो यू आर श्योर दैट इट इज आईपी पैकेट, हैंड इट ओवर टू IP.exe और बेसिकली द आईपी प्रोसेस. इफ इट वाज एटीएम, हैंड इट ओवर टू ATM का प्रोसेस जो है वो IPX, so hand it over to IPX process. Got it? So this is type. Data, you can see that it is 0 to 1500. So maximum amount of data that you can carry in the payload field is 1500. You cannot carry anything more than 1500 bytes. Followed by that we have padding of 0 to 46. Padding क्यों चाहिए वो हम लोग बाद में देखेंगे. 0 to 46 is the padding. ठीक है. Checksum 4 बाइट का to protect this frame. उसका checksum calculate होता है. And likewise, this is your Ethernet frame format. Later on, Ethernet was standardized by a standardization body. IEEE 802.3 has worked on it and it has standardized. Look at the changes. First change is preamble is 7 byte now rather than 8. And 1 byte start of frame. Framing जो हमने flags देखा था वो flag introduce हुआ है. Start of frame flag is introduced. ठीक है, बाकी सब कुछ सेम. Only this is the different. The difference is यहाँ पर there was a type field of 2 byte. Now the same field is used as a length field of 2 byte. That's the only difference. ठीक है, interpretation is different, but size wise you can see that it is same. How to ensure that this two interoperate? आपके पास एक कंप्यूटर है जो ईथरनेट पे काम कर रहा है, दूसरा है जो IEEE 802.3 पे काम कर रहा है. ठीक है. हाउ टू इंश्योर दैट दे इंटरऑपरेट? सो लेंथ फील्ड हमने ऑलरेडी देखा है 1500 बाइट से बड़ा नहीं होता. सो लेंथ कैन नॉट बी ग्रेटर देन 1518. 18 क्यों? क्योंकि वो इथरनेट का हेडर है. टोटल चेक करो, 6 + 6 12 और 2 14 और ये 4 18. ये पेलोड का ही पार्ट है. पैडिंग इज पार्ट ऑफ पेलोड. 6 + 6 + 2 + 4 कितना हुआ? 18 प्लस 1500 का पेलोड 1518. So your length cannot be greater than 1518. And none of the type value is less than 1518. So all the type values are always greater than 1518. So if both the computers are working simultaneously, एक आपका Ethernet है और दूसरा 802.3, अगर इसकी वैल्यू 1500 से बड़ी है तो interpret like type. If it is less than 1518, then interpret like length. अगर ये यहाँ से यहाँ कुछ डेटा भेज रहा है 1500 से बड़ा है, लेंथ कैन नॉट बी ग्रेटर देन 15, देन दैट फील्ड इज डिस्कार्डेड. टाइप को आप यूज नहीं करोगे इन दैट केस. सिमिलरली इफ दिस वैल्यू इज लेस देन 1500, इसका मतलब इट इंडिकेट्स लेंथ. यहाँ से यहाँ पैकेट भेजा तो दिस विल डिस्कार्ड इट. टाइप फील्ड उसको लेंथ है, वो टाइप नहीं है तो टाइप को डिस्कार्ड कर देगा. एंड लाइकवाइज. ठीक है, दिस इज हाउ, दिस इज द फ्रेम फॉर्मेट ऑफ ईथरनेट. इज दिस फाइन? जाग रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's 10 now. We should stop here. And this slide I have already explained, is it? आपको जो सारी fields explain की थी वही है. ठीक है. Next time we will start with this collision detection in Ethernet. ये रहा collision detection कैसे हो रहा है. ये 2T टाइम क्यों लग रहा है कि A ने एक पैकेट भेजा. You can see that before it reaches B, B ने भी भेज दिया, collision हुआ. At what time we will detect collision? 2T. ये ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन कर चुका हूं मैं, सेम चीज है. ठीक है. सो आई विल कंटिन्यू विद दिस स्लाइड इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. रिमाइंड मी दैट वी वर ऑन दिस स्लाइड. ठीक है. ओके, इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस प्लीज आस्क. ओके. Right now I'm scanning the chat and I could not see any question on the chat. If you have any questions, please ask orally. Okay, it seems you do not have any question, then I'll end the meeting. See you on Friday.